I've been stress eating.
Me too. Are we on?
Yeah.
My headphones aren't doing anything.
Really?
I'm not. Oh yeah, I can kind of hear them.
You should be able to, but I can turn you
yeah.
up. No, I'll turn you up. Here we go. How's that?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Baby.
Sorry, I'm chewing gum. I guess I should get rid of it, huh?
That's how you're supposed to sound.
I'm getting rid of my gum. Let me
Loud
take
and clear.
this piece of paper out of my book and cut the gum in it.
I thought I saw a water buffalo today.
Really?
I passed it, but it was just a bale of hay. Actually, it was a big round bale.
Okay, I can see you mistaking some other kind of creature for a water buffalo. I can't really understand you mistaking a bale of hay for a water buffalo.
Well, it happened so fast. It came up so fast.
Huh.
You know?
Yeah.
And I thought I saw my dead cat today, too, but I didn't. It was actually my other cat. Isn't that funny?
Well, you know, one four-legged animal kind of looks like the next.
Kind of. Especially if they sit in
Bale
the
of
same
hay,
spot.
though, doesn't really look like a water buffalo. But
It can.
I guess, like, if it was a big dead water buffalo, all bloated up and white and laying on its side, maybe it would look like a bale of hay.
No, they're about the same size.
Are you talking about square bale or a
No,
round bale?
a big round bale.
Was it wrapped in white?
No. It was just sitting naturally. Natural color.
All right.
You know.
I'm trying to squint my eyes and think.
Yeah. Well, lots of strange things are happening today, I guess.
I have total weird ass vertigo because I know how I got it too. I'm not like sick or anything. I was washing my face and everything in our house is really tall because the people who lived there before me were tall. So the mirrors are hung up really tall and the counters are really tall because all of John's family was tall. So often when I look in the mirror in our bathroom, I stand on a little step stool that's made for kids, but it's really just for me to see in the mirror. And instead of getting off the mirror to wash my face, I washed my face still on the step stool.
Oh my God.
So I was really bending over from the waist. And so I was washing my face in the sink upside down. And as soon as I stood up, I was like, whoa, I had total vertigo.
Don't ever use a step stool like that.
I know. There's these little crystals in your ears that float in fluid.
Right.
And if you tip your body certain ways, sometimes those little crystals can get like lodged in different places. And that's what gives you vertigo. And there's an exercise you can do to get rid of it. And I knew what it was once. Like you have to tip back upside down and you have to like wing your head in I can't remember if it's a clockwise or whatever. So I don't want to screw it up worse until I go and look up how to get rid of this again.
Yeah.
So I'm super dizzy, and so I like sort of pinballed up the stairs coming up to the radio station.
And
here.
then you were flossing.
And then I was flossing, which was interesting because I was a little off balance, and I thought that each thrust of my hips was going to send me over in that direction. But luckily,
it's stabilized. Because
if I'm sitting still, it's fine.
And you went both ways with the flossing. It goes to the right and the left.
True. Maybe I fixed it.
Yeah, I will post that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think I might put it in slow mo just to savor all the goodness.
I think you should. I think you should speed it.
Oh, I could.
So
I could
be like crazy chipmunk flossing.
You guys did do it fast, so it'd be really funny. Okay. Yeah.
What a stupid dance move.
It's pretty. It looks pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Yeah. But that's how.
I'm a dance teacher, and I've done a lot of stupid dance moves in my time, but that one tops the chart of being one of the most like unattractive looking dance moves.
Right.
I mean, I guess it's kind of an optical illusion.
Is it new?
Yeah, a couple years.
Who makes up new stuff like that?
Usually it's some pop star or a musician, or it shows up in some music video or something, and then the kids
Instagram star.
Then the kids all get on top of that. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Goes viral.
Awesome. That's a word I thought I would never, ever, ever say.
What,
awesome. When people
viral?
first started using it, I just said, I'm never going to say that word.
Mine was sweet or sick.
Oh, sweet.
And I actually
sick,
do say those sometimes.
Sweet. I sometimes say sweet.
Yeah.
You know what?
I feel stupid. I feel like I'm a surfer dude from the 90s.
Yeah. The other one I said I would never say is suck. I hate that one.
I use that one a lot.
But I say, but don't you think about it?
I combine it with other things like suck, donkey dong, or you say you have to add something else in there to just add some
to make it worse than it is.
I mean, if you're going to go down that path, you might as well just throw in the towel.
But think about it. Think about what is the implication of it. What is the implication? Why don't you explain it to me? You're younger than I am, so you might understand it.
Well,
what is it? What are we sucking?
It's probably got its, as most things, has its basis in some sort of demeaning woman type of. I mean, that's kind of
like nursing.
Nope. I think that's not what it refers to.
But everything goes back to nursing. Everything. The whole universe spirals back down into that primal moment of nourishment. Right? So why do we use it like a derogative term?
Because this is I'm
sorry.
too dizzy and it's too early in the morning. Although I
Okay.
guess it's not really early in the morning anymore, but I've already met with bartenders and put on tablecloths and stuff today. So
I understand.
Okay.
I'll back off a little bit.
All right. No, you don't have to. Just
Yeah, okay. Well, how's your social life been?
what? I have no social life. Social life?
I have one. Down at Will's store.
I got so mad this week because that's literally how John gets me to do anything, by promising me a creamy at Will's store. Like, if I just am like, I don't want to go there, I don't want to do this. He was like, I'll get you a creamy. He always says that. And I fall for it every time.
Wow.
And we went to a soccer game and it was cold. And he was like, we'll get a creamy afterward, which is fine. I mean, I wasn't going to not go to the soccer game, creamy or not. But then we were running late for a meeting, so I got no creamy. That's what happened.
Are you kidding?
No.
What'd you do?
And then yesterday, he was supposed to take me to get a creamy after work, but there's too much stuff going on, so I got no creamy.
So what happened?
Look at what you see in front of you.
And then what happened?
I'm just a shell of a human because I've been 2 or 3 days now creamyless, and it's really hard on me.
There's a lot more stuff going on at Will's than just creamy creation.
Whatever.
Creamy creation. That's a pretty good term, isn't it?
I just want to put it out into the world right now that they only have 3 things you can get in the creamy machine. You can get vanilla. Mm-hmm. You can usually get chocolate, and then you can get them twisted together. Sometimes they take the chocolate out and they fill it with maple. You know, I'm not cool with that because I'm the only Vermonter that doesn't like maple.
Yeah.
But right now, they have the other side filled with black raspberry. So you can get a black raspberry and vanilla twist. And that's my favorite thing ever. With chocolate sprinkles.
Sounds awful.
It's amazing. Okay, tell me what you're going to tell me about Will's.
Okay. Well, I go there to buy tuna fish. So
cool.
So I went up to the cash register. I buy
the radio doesn't ever pick up my blank stares.
Well, I just wanted that to sink in a little bit.
It's sunk.
So you can see me at the counter with my 2 cans of tuna fish and my half and half, right?
Yep.
And so Roy comes up behind me, Roy, and he says, "How do you stay so young looking?"
And you were like, it's my secret diet of tuna fish and half and half.
How would you answer that? I mean, it's meant as a compliment, so I took it as a compliment.
Oh, I have a million really sarcastic, funny responses to that because
I put feminism aside to take that kind of a compliment.
Oh, I just go wicked dark with it.
Yeah. No, I just said, hey, I'm a landscaper. I stay healthy. I work outside,
Oh, you answered for real.
Yeah, I did. It was stupid.
Oh, I never answer for real.
I can't ever think of anything funny.
Because I'm a vampire. Or I say...
Is that what you would have said?
Yeah.
Because you're a vampire? That's why you look so young?
Right.
What else could you say?
Well, see, people usually come in when I'm dressed in a Victorian costume.
Yeah.
And they make a joke about, like, you don't look 200 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
And so that's when you have to bust out the stupidest things that you can say.
Oh, I see.
So I just say, I take nightly formaldehyde baths to stay looking, to preserve my 200-year-old walking corpse of a figure.
Right,
yes.
And you acted like you didn't know what the brain room was. Like a few weeks ago when I brought up the
brain room?
The brain room at Cornell. With the brains, where they keep the brains in formaldehyde and like the twin babies.
No, I don't. I've not seen it.
And it's the brains of very special people like criminals. And you can look at them.
Right, but they don't look any different. What they need to do is go and figure out which parts of those brains, like they need, what's those machines that scan?
The slicers?
They need to scan them.
Like the meat slicers?
No. I mean, gross. You're a vegetarian. What are you
I
talking
know,
about
that's why I
slicing
can say
brains
these things.
for?
No, but they do in laboratories. They have to make slides for the
I'm just saying,
microscopes, and
you
they
can't
have to
tell
take
the difference between
slices
a mass
out.
murderer and
But you can feel the
a
difference.
yogini
You
or
can,
whatever.
Yeah, but you can feel it
Why?
because you
I'm just
look
saying you
at
can't
it
see
and
that
you
stuff with the naked
because
eye. They have to use one of those special scans to see, like, oh, the mass murderer uses this part of his brain because he's psycho.
Information is like a weapon. If you know that brain is from, Al Capone, you can you can feel that through your whole system.
They probably don't let you hold them, Kristina. They just let you go in there and hold them. No, they don't. They don't. I know. I don't know much about this brain room, but I know that.
I don't need to hold
You don't get to go in there and hold Al Capone's brain. And I bet they don't even have Al Capone's brain. I don't know what you're talking about.
They do have stuff like that. They have famous brains, criminal brains there.
Well,
I don't have to hold it to feel it. I just have to look at it and use my imagination. That's it.
I feel like
most things in life.
brains are like cats.
With the addition,
they all look the same.
With the addition of a little bit of imagination, you can take yourself to many places in the universe.
Are brains one of those things that they don't grow? Like, are you born with the same size brain as you're going to get later? Like ears, I think they say you're born with the ears that you're going to have as an adult, and they don't grow.
But your feet change forever. Their feet are always changing.
I think your nose continues to grow too, and your ear. Maybe your ears do grow. Maybe it's one of the things that continues to
size.
Grow even after you're dead.
But if your brain, I don't care if my size of my brain gets big or small. I just care the quality of my brain. I care that I would like to heal things about my brain.
I don't think that
healing the brain.
I don't think you have a grown-up sized brain in a baby skull, though, right? Because there aren't baby skulls.
Oh, I thought you were saying to me, "Oh, I don't think you have a grown-up brain."
No,
I heard you say that.
Brain. No, I said in general, I don't think that you are born with the same size of brain that you're going to get someday.
Okay,
It must more must come because little babies, right? You're not supposed to shake them because their brain is going to bounce around and whack their skull and then swell.
Right. Good point.
But I thought that was because it wasn't attached yet. Like there's not little fibers that attach it to the skull yet.
Yeah, it's like eggs.
What's like eggs?
Well, it's like you can cook
there's
eggs.
No fibers attaching eggs.
No,
to
some
your
eggs
skull.
are overcooked, some are undercooked. So a baby's brain is sort of
Do you eat eggs?
Not a lot. But I have a great recipe with eggs that Carrot just told me about. You take Delicata squash and you slice it up, make little donuts. You know what I'm saying? Put them on a baking sheet.
Yeah.
And then you cook them a little bit, and then you break an egg into the center of what?
I don't know. Squash and eggs doesn't sound very nice.
Just try. Don't.
All right,
Your kids might like it.
No,
they don't like squash.
They sometimes do a nice roasted acorn squash with some beans and cheese in the center.
I am so hungry.
I am too, actually.
Over the years, I've said to people, please bring us donuts so many times, and nobody has ever brought us a donut.
Well, we locked the door here, so nobody can technically
Do you think
bring
that's
us
the
a
problem?
Donut. They could catapult them up through these windows. They could stand out on their parking lot there and be like, hello, I have donuts. And we would open the window. And you could just hop right in here.
I would like to believe that people are sort of lined up outside, with donuts for us, but they can't get in. Let's just
crush your dreams.
Well, leave it at that. We'll just imagine that we have so many adoring fans that are standing out there ready to give us donuts, but they can't get in, and so they go away dejectedly.
I don't like, though? I don't like those orange glazed donuts. Who thought of that? It's disgusting.
Orange? For Halloween kind of thing?
No, they're glazed donuts, but they're glazed with an orange tasting glaze.
That's kind of gross.
Horrifically bleh.
It's like those orange cars.
I actually don't like the chocolate that looks like an orange and you break it into pieces and it's like orange chocolate. I actually don't like that even. Don't mix things.
Orange and chocolate.
Just... Why does everybody have to mix things? All the foods, everyone thinks it adds a fancy element if you mix some crap with some other crap. And just leave it all
back to the basics.
Plain. And then if we want to mix it together on our plate later, we
I like
do
plain
that.
Things.
Me too. I do. I really do.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry, I totally derailed you from
No, it's
wherever
okay. I was saying nothing, so derailing nothing is fine.
Sweet. We didn't introduce our show.
Right.
Ever. Do we ever?
So go ahead. I like you. I think you're better at it.
I always have to look at our little sign so I can remember where it is I am right now.
Yeah.
And
but don't do it as bad as you did last week, because you did you did it really bad with Ira.
I did.
Because you don't have to stumble. You know it.
I don't. That's why I look at the sign, because I have to remember what our call letters are for the station. Because for some reason, even though I say it all the time,
look now.
It's just a jumble.
Okay, I see it's covered.
It's just a jumble of letters. Like if they made it so somebody could remember it, like WFER LP. Like how am I supposed to remember that?
You don't have to say the LP part. Just forget that. That's extraneous. Who cares LP? Who cares?
If I literally said, you can find us at WFER, like. How do you find that?
FM.
How do you go out into the world and find a bunch of letters on the radio? Like the radio dial doesn't have letters. Like why do we even say that? It's 96.5.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other 96.5 radio stations.
I just don't get how you can
have to
search
give it a
for
name.
those letters if you're turning a radio
Call
dial.
it like that's why some of the stations have names like the Radiator. Right? Does our station have something like that?
We're just Royalton Community Radio. We don't.
That's a little mouthy. It's a little too...
Well, they say RC.
RCR. That's not very good. We have to think of
so many
something.
letters. Stinking letters. But anyway.
Pedal power.
No,
the pedal power station.
I don't like bikes.
Well, no, the image should be that like we power the station with a little like treadmill bicycle.
No, gnome on a little bike under the table.
Yeah. Like we're pedaling right now. To bring
horrible
this radio
I'm
station
very
to you.
environmentally conscious, but I just don't love bikes. I mean, I like everyone else riding bikes, but I don't really get off on bikes.
No, it's not that.
I feel bad about it.
It's the spandex look that you don't like. You don't like the way people dress up on bikes.
I have spandex. I have more spandex than most people.
Yeah, but that's for dancing, not for biking. Wearing it for biking is just dumb. We used to just wear regular clothes when we biked.
Mad the other day because I wear a lot of little spandex like tennis skirts because they're perfect for all the dance that I teach because they have the little built-in shorts already.
Sure, skirts.
So and then they have a skirt which it hides my 42-year-old thighs. So I like that. I like that a lot. So I was at the thrift store and I found it, and I like them in black because black is
basic,
and it's
we like basic
my
here.
Color. So I found the cutest little tennis skirt short thing at the thrift store the other day, and I grabbed it and threw it in my basket, and as I went to check out,
what could go wrong with this story?
I felt it, and I realized that the whole ass of the thing was fully like an inch thick padded because it wasn't really for tennis or dance.
What?
Because it's for bike. It's for biking.
Oh my gosh.
So you don't get a chafed butt when you bike. And I was like, I don't want this giant padded butted thing. I can't dance with this huge butt.
I feel like you've told me
all
some
these padded
secret.
Panels all built into the crotch and the butt of it. And
I thought you were going to say it was for crew teams, like people who row. That was the first thing I thought of. I didn't think of bikes.
Why do you need a padded butt for rowing?
Well, because you are exercising your butt quite a bit when you row.
Not
I was
really.
on the crew team.
Sit.
What do you mean not really?
You sit.
Were you on the crew team like I was?
My sister was.
Well, of course, the seats are pretty nice.
They have little
better than
wrestling
bike seats.
suits that they wear for crew.
Okay. Like sweatpants?
It's like a tank with shorts, like an old-fashioned swimming suit. That's what they used to wear for crew.
Okay.
Or college crew. I don't know what professional crew people wear.
I don't know.
Anyway, the point is,
what is the point?
I couldn't keep this little cute short skirt thing because it was all padded. And if I put it on, I probably wouldn't get my legs like within a couple inches of each other because there was so much padding.
Did you actually take it back?
Yeah, I did. I just put it back on the rack, and I said, "God, stupid bike people have to have all this padded butt stuff."
That's mean.
I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it's
just
stupid
offended
bike
a lot of people.
who use
padded shorts.
It just kind of made me not like biking again.
Okay.
Sorry.
I know you're looking really like sheepish right now.
I
Like,
am.
You just said something.
Bikes are super good, and I want everyone to ride their
Well,
bikes, but
okay,
just not
let's
me.
just-
I don't want to ride a
No,
bike.
let's just say bikes were good when you could just wear regular clothes to ride a bike. That's
Why
when,
do they need
that's,
this
That
much
was the
padding?
heyday of biking.
I ride horses. Okay, that literally spanks you when you ride horses sometimes, and I don't have any pads on my butt.
Right.
So
Yeah. Okay.
just saying.
Okay. Time for a song.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't-
And then I'm going to tell you about transgender Barbie when we come back.
I already know. But wait,
What? You
I
already know?
didn't finish introducing the show, so I will.
Okay,
I
go
said
ahead.
this was Royalton Community Radio, and I said some numbers and letters, but you guys have actually tuned into 11th Hour Radio, coming to you live from Royalton Community Radio with Kristina and Emily, and we come every Friday at, what time is it? 11.
That's a tough
11.
one, isn't it? That's really tough.
It's in our name. I should
Yeah,
know that one.
I know.
Okay. All right,
That's-
play the song.
Okay. This is the Jennings and Macomber,
Oh, good.
Wintertown.
Please don't call me a prophet. Please don't call me a clown. Just because I'm a fool for the winter and the long cold nights beside my Green Mountain girl. I used to live for the working, from sunrise to sundown. But now we wait for the stars to shine. We feel so tired when the day comes around. So I'll stay where it's quiet, where the snow holds the ground, where the nights last forever. The hearts are still warm. I will lie here beside you, no matter how long, because you are the summer. Please don't leave this winter down. It's alright to call me crazy. I will be the first one to agree. I've known it for so long now. Doesn't even get to me. was born sacred, pure, wild, and free. At least that's what the ghosts of the Abenaki have been whispering to me. So I'll stay where it's quiet, where the snow holds the ground, where the nights last forever, but the hearts are still warm. I will lie here beside you, no matter how long, because you are the summer. Please don't leave this winter town.
Okay. Thanks, Kara. Thanks, Andy.
Are we back?
Okay. So, transgender Barbie. Have you seen it?
Yes.
I think it's weird. I'll tell you
Well,
why. Because I just think.
Barbie in general is weird.
Well, that's true.
Its body shape is still ridiculous. No
Is
matter
it? Is it
whether
still
it's
the
a girl
little
or a boy.
little mountains?
For boobs?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Those look like
have
little mountains.
so much for boobs, but its waist is teeny
Yeah.
tiny, and then
But the thing is, they keep attaching things like makeup and sparkles and skirts to the girl side, which I think that's
I know.
It's like, why? What if it was normal for guys to wear makeup and sparkles and skirts? Then we wouldn't have all this transgender stuff to like get so confused by.
Well, I don't think clothes should decide someone's sex. You know?
Right.
Like, why are we
Right.
using these silly things that don't mean anything?
Well, 'cause it's-
honestly, pink doesn't mean anything,
No.
guys. Sparkles don't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you're a girl or a boy.
And it's this, and also girls always get assigned sexual posturing. Like if you
Right.
posture and sort of stick your chest out and this stuff, that's supposed to be like female. But that could be either gender could do that,
Some of
right?
the stuff is so ridiculous. It's
It
like,
is
are you-
ridiculous.
what? This is a deal? Like a color? You've assigned a color. If you like a color, that means you're a girl or a boy.
It's in the Waldorf schools they have the dolls that don't have like faces.
they have eyes.
Oh, they have eyes. Yeah, because you can make it male or female. You don't have to. You don't have to like. You use your imagination to make it whatever you want to make it.
Just have you noticed though they've even assigned like, animals to different genders. My son had a bit of a chime for a while because we have horses. He likes to ride horses. And then when he used to go and take lessons and ride horses, he was the
right.
only boy in the barn. It's all a bunch of like giggling girls.
Yeah.
And after a while, he kind of got shamed out of it.
Sure.
Because it's like, this is not a boy thing. Horses are not for boys.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
I tried to bring up, cowboys and knights and all these like things that horses are for horses
there's
an
still,
animal.
In the professional like show horse world, there's more gay guys than straight guys.
But why?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Why are horses feminine? Horses are kind of badass. Like,
yeah, they certainly are.
Not that women aren't badass, but I don't understand why men shy away from horses. Kittens. Kittens are not for men, apparently. And that's the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah. So you would have to, if you had a habit of watching kitten videos and you were a guy, you would have to sort of hide that from people.
I just don't. It's so stupid. Like, men are assigned what? What do they get? Like, dragons and cattle and
cattle,
armadillos. I don't know.
Water buffalo, probably. And big hamburgers too, right? Big hamburgers.
It's just come on.
Yeah.
These things have nothing to do with what's in your pants or what's not in your pants or anything like that. You know what? Colors, animals, hobbies. You can't be like, oh, that's girly. That's like,
right.
These are all made up things, people.
And a veggie burger can be just as masculine as like a beef burger, right?
Yeah. What was that Vermont book that was put out ages ago? Oh, real. Was it Real Men? Oh, no, never mind. It was Real Vermonters Don't Milk Goats. I thought it was. Oh, but there was some other saying like real men don't do this, or real men don't eat cheesecake, or real men don't this, or real men don't do that. And I'm like,
yeah,
what real men are you talking about?
Yeah,
real like scaredy cat men who have like no handle on their own masculinity probably is what actually you mean when you say these things.
Yeah, especially having to do with cheesecake.
Dude, if a guy is gonna like cuddle a kitten, sorry, they're way sexier than a guy who is just like, kittens are for girls. Totally not sexy.
You know what?
Stupid.
I like a guy who likes cheesecake. Yeah. I really do. I would not like play hard to get. I would not
throw a cheesecake eater out of bed, would you?
No way. No way.
Especially if you had the cheesecake in the bed and I could have some.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. You would miss all those opportunities to sit and like eat. Because that's a bonding experience for sure. People bond over going out to eat. I used to go out to eat when I was married last time. We'd go out to eat like once a week. Wow. And now I'd never go.
We don't that much lately because we're too busy, but we used to a lot as well. But mostly just because it was easier than cooking something because we were damn tired.
I know. But I have to make my own veggie burgers now.
You make really good veggie burgers.
Well, I do, but I actually bought some from the freezer case at the South Royalton Market. I got like 2 packs of 2, and I put them in a freezer, and so I had 4 dinners of veggie burgers. But you have to know how to make it kind of like a McDonald's veggie burger.
Well, they taste much better, like if you put them on the grill. Veggie burgers were made to be grilled and eaten hot.
Well, I put mine in a saute pan, I saute with olive oil. And then you got to add pickles, you got to put mayo on the bun.
I don't like pickles
the bun has to be just a crappy
white bread
bun. And that is the magic happens with the white bread and the ketchup and the pickles and the mayonnaise.
You notice whenever we go out for lunch, I always they always ask you, and I order my grilled cheese sandwiches, what do you want? White or whole wheat?
Yeah, right. Why does she even bother asking if you're going to have grilled cheese? Come on.
Greasy Spoon Diner. You think I'm going to order whole wheat bread?
I know. We should just say that to her sometime. Like, what do you think we are? Right?
Plus, you know what? That whole wheat bread is just white bread dyed brown.
I know. They throw a little bit of like texture in it or something.
A little fiber.
Yeah, but don't forget the cheddar cheese on the veggie burger.
The bright orange.
No.
You're back to talking your own. Okay.
Yeah. Then you melt the cheese on top of the burger.
Yeah, you do.
Right? And then you can put fresh arugula on it. And that is the perfect
a little arugula goes a long way.
It sure does. 5 pieces and you're like sailing across the universe.
That's a lot.
Where the heck is the train, by the way?
Good question.
We didn't miss it.
What time is it? No,
it's
we would never miss it.
All wrong. I had some metaphysical train things to say today.
I think they change the train schedules now and then, Kristina. Like, we can't always expect the train to come at 11:20 or whenever it comes.
No, that's wrong.
Sometimes life happens.
No.
The train.
No.
What time is it anyway?
It's way past time for the train. It's upsetting.
Yeah, it is. It
Well,
is a
okay,
little bit upsetting,
maybe he
but-
slept in. Maybe he had to
Well,
go.
maybe they just have changed their routes. Maybe
I know
different-
he had to go to the North Pole last night, and he just slept in. I understand. I would too. I would sleep in after a night like that because all the trains connect. You see, this is the metaphysical part: is that all the trains connect because the tracks all connect, right? So every train that's going anywhere is going everywhere. I figured it out. Like that's why you get such a big like euphoric feeling when you hear the train come through town because it's literally going everywhere.
It has the opportunity to go everywhere.
Well, you're a Virgo.
Sorry.
See, that's a very Virgo
I'm sorry,
thing
I am
to
a
say.
Virgo. I'm sorry.
See, Sagittarius is shooting those arrows up at nothing.
I still am pissed that my astrological symbol has enormous breasts and I don't. I'm just really like...
I don't think
I
we
feel
can change that.
I feel cheated. If you're going to make me a Virgo, give me the boobs. Like,
okay.
Why can't I?
How old are you?
42.
Are you going to get over this fixation at some point?
Maybe.
Like, what would be a good, like aim for a certain age when you're going to get over that? And just put it on the calendar.
It is kind of sweet because all of my contemporaries' boobs are saggy now, and mine do not sag. There's
you go.
not much to
You
sag.
see?
They are as perky as the day I was born, pretty much.
So much vanity.
I was like, oh, maybe if I'm rich, I would get a boob job. And then I saw somebody removed their boob job once, and they posted a picture of it. On Facebook?
They removed...
Well, they had it removed, and it was like the most disgusting, pussy, rotting looking
Okay, stop.
thing.
Stop. I don't want to hear about
Sorry.
it.
And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good now.
This is like we're circling back around to the brain room kind of a feeling.
Oh, it is.
You know, we're sort of
These
gravitating.
These aren't made of anything.
Halloween is coming.
These are manufactured, though. So it's
Halloween
weird that
is
it
coming.
could rot. Halloween is coming.
Yeah.
And instead of putting out all of your decorations to scare the little local trick-or-treaters, you should just put out a removed, boob.
No.
That would scare.
I asked you to stop and you didn't.
Sorry.
I drew a line, literally.
All right, I'm done talking about boobs.
Okay.
I think you started it.
So, no, I did not.
Oh, I guess I did. It's my Virgo-ness.
Maybe because I talked about Barbies, and so when you say the word Barbie, everybody thinks about Barbie's boobs.
You asked if they still had mountains for boobs. You did, actually.
I did.
But
I
had digressed into something else anyway.
Okay. I think that was too much talk about you know what. Mm-hmm. Okay, I have other things to talk about.
All right. I do
sure.
too. I just haven't even looked at my list yet.
Oh, there's this great book. I just got a book this week. It's fantastic. It's called The Human Magnet Syndrome.
What?
I'm going to get you a copy for your birthday, which just passed.
Okay.
I promise you're going to like this. It's kind of a...
It's about space.
Does it sound like it is?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like
I
you
didn't
try to
say
trick me sometimes into liking space.
The human Pluto ponderance. Or the,
Okay. Yes, magnets.
Oh, look. See this?
Is it a magnet?
Show and tell. Show and tell.
She's
right now.
taking off her necklace.
And since this is not
That's
on
pretty.
YouTube, but
It's sticking together.
yeah, it's very cool.
It's a necklace made of magnets.
Yeah, and I found
I
out
don't know if that's good for you.
that no, it's therapeutic magnets. It's to help me.
Wow, it doesn't need a clasp because it just hooks to itself.
It's to help me overcome feelings of betrayal, that I've been betrayed.
It's got these neat little Italian marinis in between the magnets.
Isn't that
That's
nice?
really cool.
It's great to have fun stuff that's fashionable to help you get over feelings of angst.
But I don't know if having a magnet on your body all the time is a good idea.
I only do it for 3 hours at a time, and then I take it off.
I wore one of those copper bracelets for a while that's supposed to be really good for you.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have magnets in your electronic equipment. I know that. It's very damaging.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm just worried. No, it's stuck to your bulldog clip now.
Well, I can't get it out of the studio right now.
I know. Maybe just don't put it next to your recorder thing there.
You think it's dangerous?
Yeah. John.
But it's so fashionable.
John is so nervous about magnets around computers because of all of his filming equipment and stuff up in our bedroom. We can't have a magnet in our bedroom.
What? Film? film,
no.
digital.
Like his digital, like his computer system that's up there.
I never heard about this.
And you don't want static electricity ever near electronics and stuff too. Like he has to go and unplug and do all this stuff before we can vacuum in our bedroom because the static made from the vacuum cleaner.
I have a whole recording studio, and I
vacuum. And you have magnets.
I have a magnet necklace that I just got.
Guess what? The train's coming.
Okay. Let me open the door.
I'll open the window. I just know you don't want magnets next to those. Maybe aren't that strong though.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Hold on.
So this train that's coming through South Royalton, Vermont right now, it might be going to Siberia next.
It's not. I don't think.
You don't know. See, you can tell. It's really heading somewhere. Kids are excited. I'm pretty excited. Wow. Still my beating heart. Oh man, that's a natural high.
Okay, I gotta shut that out. Okay. Are you all right now? Can we carry on?
I feel so much better. I feel cleansed. You know, people forget that it's simple stuff that can like improve your life on a daily basis in a very mundane way. Like, don't look away from just
gotta be different for everybody,
things.
though. The train hits you harder than me. Like, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Okay, what if we were at like an airport?
No.
Okay,
no.
What if we were down at the docks and you saw a certain kind of beautiful ship, like if you saw like a 12-masted scooter.
The sound of ferry boat whistles makes me definitely,
that
gives me the tingle.
And buoys.
Yes.
There you go.
Clanging.
See, that's the same thing. See? I wish we could get that too. Like, I would bring that into the show as well.
We're sort of landlocked here.
I know.
And the river's real dry, so...
Yeah, you have to drive for a while to get to a buoy.
Ocean-going vessels coming up here. Oh, man.
All right.
My kid's been driving, and it's really freaking me out.
Yeah, that's a freak out.
I'm so terrified.
And guess what? Guess what? They don't stop.
No.
They don't stop driving. No, they don't stop driving. They keep driving. Once they learn, they keep driving for the rest of their life.
I know. And I keep thinking like, okay, it's all right. This is only going to be a little while and we'll be over this. But you're right. He is going to keep driving forever. And that's scary because he does drive too fast because he's cocky because he's a little boy.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's fine to drive fast.
I know. Well, don't get me started on my stories about my son when he first learned to drive because you won't like those stories.
No. My kid's a good driver because I taught him to drive when he was 12. So he's got some, not on the roads, obviously, but we have a big farm. He drives around.
Yeah, that's good.
Equipment and things. And I thought, you know what? This is a handy skill to have. And the earlier we start, the more competent he will be and safer maybe then. But
he'll be fine.
But he's still out on the pavement. He's just like, it's so easy to go too fast. I'm like, yeah, it is. So look
don't.
And don't.
So stop.
Anyway,
I don't know why, but it's time for another song already.
What? We just played one.
I know, but it was a 6-minute song, so I think it just kind of pushed us forward. So let's get to this next one, which is called Refugee Without a Nation. This is Ariel Zevon.
No Jew, got more stirring in me than you. From Kansas to the Ukraine, ancestry's erased from pain. Wavy hair and gray eyes, mousy looks without any ties. Can't categorize my looks, can't find my peoples in books. 'Cause I'm one of a kind and one of many in line. Desperate to find a way to get home, a place to come from. I'm a refugee without a nation. people to call my own. Shame lies deep in my pale skin, tells no story of who I've been. Adorn my whole body for you with drapes and jewels and tattoos. My voice yearns to be heard too. Is my life meaningless to you? My throat burns from screaming. I'm wailing but nobody's hearing. Raise my hand above the rest. What will it take to pass this test? I'm desperate to find a way to get home, a place to come from. I'm a refugee without a nation, refugee without a nation. No people to call my own, people to call my own. Desecrate this land over fame, with borders drawn in whose name? Chain links and brick walls, boots, thunder, or our calls. Hearts pillaged from my empty chest, the blood stains will cover the rest. My tears drain the soils and backs breaking as we toil. Our spirits keep soaring, can't you hear us roaring? Desperate to find a way to get home, a place to come from. I'm a refugee without a nation, refugee without a nation. No people to call my own, people to call my own. Refugee without a nation, refugee without a nation. No people to call my own, refugee without a nation, refugee without a nation. No people to call my own, refugee without a nation.
Great. Thank you, Ariel. That song is so much fun to play live. We played that live last year.
It's got a
love it.
It's got a you could almost do a what's the word I'm thinking?
A dance.
Yes, but
The floss.
Flamenco.
Oh yeah,
It's
right.
got a
It's got
flamenco
exactly
vibe to
the
it.
guitar does that.
Yeah.
That's what's so much fun about it
I
because
don't know
it
why I
gets
couldn't think
this-
of that word. I'm a dance teacher.
Yeah, it's one of those fun guitar parts that I
To
played
choreograph
recently.
something to that someday, maybe.
yeah.
I was just talking about Ariel's cool woolly pigs. That I don't like pigs, but I like her pigs because
As seen on Instagram.
they're curly. They are pigs with wool. And the baby ones look like little chipmunks. They're striped, but it's like curly wool that's striped.
Nice. Do you talk to chipmunks?
Yes, a lot.
What do you call them?
Well,
Like when you open the door and the same
you can call them
guys.
chippies,
Chippy.
or John calls them chichis. I don't know why.
Oh, that's right. You told me this.
because
I always say, hi, Chippy.
his dogs always had a chipmunk. Before I knew John, he had a dog or several dogs, and this chipmunk toy lasted forever, and he called it. He'd be like, "Go get your Chi-Chi." So now he calls all chipmunks Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi. That's what
And-
Freya calls her daughter.
Really?
Yeah, that's her nickname is Chi-Chi.
That's cute.
Odessa. I don't know where they got it from. Must
I
have come
like
from
it.
something.
The kids have a pet one called Tom, so I kind of always assume that every chipmunk I see is a little tiny Tom.
Oh,
We had a batch of chipmunks, or what are they? A litter of chipmunks born in the backyard. There's right next to our rabbit hutch is a little hole in the ground where the chipmunks go down. And then the other day I was sitting at the computer and looked out the French doors, and there were 3 tiny baby chipmunks' heads coming out of the hole.
Nice.
And their mom must have been out hunting for things and told them not to come out of the hole, but they could look around. So they just sat there looking out, and they were so cute. And I tried to take a picture, but it was a little blurry because it was through a window and far away. But they're cute.
They're kind of nice.
I just
I
like
kind of
chipmunks
like
a
them.
lot.
Well,
they're
they
so happy.
and they want to communicate with us. That's very clear.
And
they'll
they're
sit right up
happy
and
little
look at
morons
us.
too. They're clearly stupid.
Yeah.
Apparently, they have a I can't remember if it's 3 or 10-second memory span. So they're gathering up all these little things and hiding them places, but then they forget where they hide them immediately.
Yeah.
So that seems a little. That's a design flaw when you're a gatherer to not remember where you stored your gatherings.
Right.
God, I'd like to just point that one out.
Well, but they help each other, I think, in the end.
I think they just hide so
'Cause-
much stuff everywhere that no matter where they go, they'll find a stash. It might
Yeah.
not have been
It
their
must be-
stash, but it's somebody's. And
Exactly. It's got to be confusing. You
They
know,
share.
back
I
and
think
forth,
they
back
share.
and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back
Yeah.
and forth. You know what I'm saying? With your
They're
cheeks
kinda
full.
hyperactive.
Yeah. I don't think I'd like that
They're kind
so
of like
much.
me. They're just like me in an animal. Like I got the cheeks, I got the memory loss. I'm hyperactive.
I see. So you're relating to them actually for
I'm
the
basically
qualities.
a very
like
happy
similar
moron.
qualities.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And a chipmunk probably didn't choose to be a chipmunk, and neither did you choose to be yourself. You just came out that way,
I did.
which I mean, I'm glad. I think it's good. I'm not complaining at all.
All right.
So, I don't know whether to do a kind of a stump you thing.
Oh.
Stumping you on
Yeah,
a...
because that sounds fun.
Oh, I just want to say I do buy all my balsam products at Eaton's Sugar House.
I haven't been there in so long.
I just bought a balsam pillow that has a bright red cardinal on it. They just got a
Wow.
whole new bunch of balsam stuff.
When did you go to Eaton's Sugar House without me?
I didn't eat there.
Oh.
It's funny. I only
You just
go
went
there
there to shop? Who does that?
I never go there to eat, but I would go with you.
Okay.
We should do that
Let's do
because
that
we need a
sometime.
field trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't had any of that food
Yeah,
in a
so
long time.
I got it for my mom. It's her
That's
birthday
nice.
tomorrow. And you know
Aw.
how she can't see very well.
Right. Scent is your strongest sense.
Yeah, and she forgets that stuff is there because she also has memory loss. So you could send her something and she'll forget where it is because she can't see it. And she doesn't remember that you sent it. So I figured a balsam pillow you can actually smell.
True.
See? Wasn't that smart of me?
That was pretty smart, actually.
I know. It just came while I was driving somewhere and I said, you must go to Eden Sugar House and get your mother a balsam pillow. So I did. Anyway.
I love
so-
balsam pillows. You know
Okay.
what? That smell lasts forever. You can find like an old
I
one, and
know.
it's still, you punch it a couple times
It's
and
pretty
it smells
scary,
still.
actually. I was wondering, like, yeah,
love that
because I
smell.
got a smelly kitty also for Odessa. I'm gonna send it to Italy. The
smelly
smelly kitty
kitty?
from Eden Sugar House. Yeah,
Oh, with balsam.
the smelly kitty.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
with
I was
balsam
thinking,
smelly.
Like, ew.
No, it's good smelly kitty.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't really have enough time to get into capital versus capital. Capital.
Tal.
Eta.
And
I bet
capital.
I had this completely wrong.
What
I
about
had it-
article and article?
Well, let's not try to do too much all at once. It's like trying to eat too much at you know.
And we're
in
making a
one
lot of
seating.
food references. We are
Well, I'm
clearly
starving.
hungry. I know.
I skipped
Like,
breakfast.
I
I'm
need to get
really, really
lunch.
hungry. I don't know.
I had
so-
Fruit Loops for breakfast. You'd think I'd be full
Think
of
you'd be
chemical
dead by
goodness for
now.
hours, but
Yeah. No,
apparently
capital.
they're not as
I'm just,
filling as they appear to
look,
be.
I'm just going to tell you quickly.
You can.
I don't even want you to guess because you're not going to get it.
How
Because
do you
I
know?
thought, because I had no clue. It's way
Okay.
more convoluted than anybody ever knew.
What?
So Capitol, OL, is either a U.S. state legislature building or the U.S. Capitol building in Washington. That's it. Whereas the other is a city that serves as a state government. So Montpelier is a Capitol with AL.
And the
Or-
Capitol is the actual campus building there.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
What
Or-
about it's
or-
capital, governor?
I don't know what that is.
Like if
Oh.
you're British and you say something's capital, as in it's
Oh,
just
like
top notch, jolly.
because it's money too.
And then it's
Capital
money.
is money, and that's the AL.
You know what? I would have gotten your question because I do know that part. I do know that one.
No, you
Yes, I do.
really?
Of course.
You're so smart.
No, I'm a terrible speller, but the ones like that I always get wrong, I've had to look up, so I do know that.
Well, I knew capital.
That's why I was thinking of article and article.
Okay.
Those two, like
or principal or principal.
yeah,
Your principal is your pal. Your pal.
Yeah, not so much, but
Yeah.
you can think of it that way.
Yeah. So
We're so educational here on this show.
we certainly are because we're trying to educate ourselves still, even at our advanced ages.
I know.
There is lots to learn about the universe and personal growth.
Do I have to leave here? I don't want
What's-
to go back and start getting ready for a wedding again.
I know.
I'm weddinged out. This is the second to last one for the whole season, so I just gotta make it. Just gotta make it for another week and a half, and then I can just let my house be messy again.
Yeah, that's kind of true for me. Well, no, it's not true for me at all, actually, because I'm trying to sell my house. So I have to keep
God.
it clean.
Nightmare.
I know.
Keeping your house clean all the time.
Yeah, but
Who has time? What kind of crazy perfect person has time to make their house clean all the time?
Yeah.
Do they not have anything else going on in their life? Like anything? Because all it takes is literally just one thing, and I can't keep my house clean.
I know. Some people actually pay people to
That'd be
clean
so
their
nice.
house. I mean, you and I know lots of house cleaner. We have friends who are house cleaners.
Yeah.
So we know that houses do get cleaned by like
People
people who
we
do
know.
it professionally.
Yeah.
But we have not been so fortunate to be able to indulge in such a habit.
I had my house cleaned a couple times when I was pregnant, and I was on bed rest, and it had to happen.
Yeah.
But that's
I
all.
I hired a house cleaner once when I had this band coming to stay. Mm-hmm. I think it was Patrick Street. And the woman, and it was the only time I ever hired somebody to help me clean. And she ended up suing my insurance company because she fell. Do you remember the story? She fell. It was in the middle of winter and it was icy and she fell down. I don't know if she was faking it at this point because she did it to other people. Oh my God. I think she was faking it. And then I couldn't get homeowners insurance for like over 3 years. I mean, probably longer than 3 years.
That's
it was really
horrific.
it was horrific. So that's my experience with a house cleaner.
Wow.
Not very positive. So we're about time to check out of here.
All right.
So thanks for listening. It's been great to be here.
By the way, before we check off,
Yeah.
I can ask
Check
you.
off. Yeah.
Check out.
Check out. Check off. Star Trek.
Have you ever propagated roses? Do you know how to do it?
Propagate from what? From rootstock or something?
From like a clipping.
No.
Can be done.
But
saw
I
it
could
online.
try. I would
All
try.
right, well, I have some in my car.
Sure,
I need
let's
to do this.
Yeah, let's try. I'll help you.
Sweet. All right. Well, you guys will
Okay.
be back next week.
Yeah.
And all will be well.
Yes.
Enjoy the beautiful colors. It's going to be a nice day.
Enjoy life. And if you can't, just text me. Okay, so we're going to go out on a song by Dave B. Huckett called Shape of My Heart. Take care.
Bye, guys.